Hi, this is the Bratz Boys Club, and I am Jesse, and today I'm going to introduce you to another one of my Bratz Boys. I know, I said I was not going to even consider the possibility of purchasing this Bratz Boy in particular earlier in one of my other videos, but I decided against it, and so I went ahead and I purchased him through the current auction website that I'm frequenting right now for my Bratz Boys dolls collection. And so here he is. He is the 2005, let me make sure this is accurate, 2005 StepOff Bratz Boy Cameron. And he's not, I believe I have two of these, but he's not the, I believe, first edition or one of the other versions of this collection inner series. He is what you would consider something called the 5th anniversary edition. I really don't know what that means. All I know is that when I go into the fandom page for these guys, I'm able to find the StepOff collection under the year 2005, and that's pretty much it. There's not a lot of information about them. So, unfortunately for me, I don't know what the 5th anniversary edition means or what it is, why it's the 5th anniversary edition. I believe I have the other three. Let me take a look here. Yeah, because it looks like for the StepOff collection, we've got Kobe, Cameron, Dylan, and Aiden. But we don't have Cade, I believe. So, I've already got the 4 for this StepOff 5th anniversary edition collection, and like I said, I have 2 of the other Camerons for the StepOff collection, and those are not the 5th anniversary edition. What that means, I have no clue. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there is an enthusiast or a collector out somewhere out there who might know what that means or what those are, what the difference is. I believe that the main differences I've been able to see between the boxes of both this Cameron, 5th anniversary edition Cameron of the StepOff collection from 2005, and the other Cameron from the non-5th anniversary edition collection Ender series, is just the box, the banner for the box that, specifies it being the 5th anniversary edition. And, of course, the picture of the Bratz Boy Cameron. In this box, he particularly manages to be a little bit, larger, longer. He's bigger. He's almost, I believe, the size of the actual doll, except he's, kneeling down a bit. In the other box of the other 2 Camerons that I have, the picture of Cameron is at the bottom, about this big, and then it's part of the cardboard that's with a box. So it's the decorative is part of the cardboard, I believe. I'm not so sure right now. But, so those are a few differences. Oh, yes, and let me not forget, the name for the collection enter series on the other box, it's smaller. I think it's about that big, about that wide. It's really tiny, somewhere at the bottom, somewhere around here, I think. But it's not this big, and the width and length of it is just too big. This one is bigger in this box, the name of the collection enter series, StepOff. So that is another difference between this Cameron of the 5th anniversary edition StepOff collection Ender series versus the other Cameron for the StepOff collection Ender series. Other than that, everything is the same. I believe that maybe even also, not so sure, but the doll may be on this side and the apparel, the accessories on this side. So they were switched. I'm not sure. I could be very wrong on that. I think I noticed that, but I'm not sure. So I'm thinking even that could be a little bit of a difference. I'm going to take a look at that later and see and compare them because, like I said, I've got 2 of the other Camerons Other than that, the accessories are exactly the same. They're identical to the ones in this box, and Cameron is identical, exactly the same Cameron. He's wearing the same exact piece right here. The bag is the same bag. The sneakers, same sneakers. There is nothing different. For all intents and purposes, Cameron from this 5th anniversary edition and Cameron from the non-5th anniversary edition, both 2005 StepOff collection, Camerons are the same. I believe this hairstyle, face, everything is the same. So this is pretty much what he looks like in this version of him, which is, like I said, the same identical look that the other box from the regular non-5th anniversary edition looks like. And he has, like I said, the same accessories. He comes with the same accessories as he does in the other box. I don't remember exactly if the back looks identical. I believe it may look identical. I'm not really sure. But so this is what it looks like on the back of the box. And of course, you get the photo, the picture of the Bratz Boy here, Cameron. So you get, and I believe it's about the size of the doll as well. So it could be the size of the doll. And then, of course, a little tiny introduction right there, you know, of Cameron. You get the Bratz Boy logo words on one side. You get the StepOff word name for the collection inner series on the other side of the box. And then, of course, you get at the bottom, you get the 4 Bratz Boys that you're going to see in the series and your collection. Which, like I said, we're looking at Kobe, Cameron, Dylan, and Aiden. I believe I have a video of all of them except Cameron for this specific 5th anniversary edition collection under series for the collection under series of StepOff Collection 2005. And like you can see right there, you can see the guys. They're all in there. You've got Dylan, Cameron, Aiden, and Kate. That's weird. Okay, so apparently there is paid for the 5th anniversary edition, according to the box. I don't know how true that is, because I'm thinking it must have been Kobe, because I'm looking at here and it's Kobe, Cameron, Dylan, Aiden, so maybe the fandom page got it wrong. I'm gonna have to take a look and see what I have, because I may have Kate, who knows, that may have been Kobe. But according to the box is Dylan, Cameron, Aiden, and Cade. And, well, that's really weird, because I did not really pay attention to that. So, since I don't know much of the details behind that, the information behind that either, I'm not going to elaborate on it. I don't know. I'm going to have to take a look and see. And then maybe I'll update the bio on Mr. Cameron right here. I'm going to do the tip. I'm going to tip him over, and you can see the top of the box. And you can see his hair, his head. You can see part of the accessories at the top, of course, as well. So you can take a really close look at Mr. Cameron. You can see the comb down there. You can see his little bag from the top, of course, as well. Here we go. And there's everything. Oh my god, that's really, really, really close. And let me turn him over, and you can look at the box from the bottom. I'm not sure. I maybe should have looked at the box closer to see if there was a year of retail, but I didn't. So here he goes. That's what the box looks like at the bottom. I'm not seeing anything here. Maybe I am. Who knows? If you see anything and you want to correct me, go ahead and let me a comment if you want. But other than that, I'm not seeing anything. And as far as I know, as far as the fandom page, hopefully the fandom page doesn't have this one wrong as well, but you never know, because it's, who knows who's posting this. It says 2005, and so I think it's 2005. And I'm saying it's 2005. Like, if anything is wrong, let me know. I'll change it. I'll add it to the bio and correct it or whatever. I'll just add something new. So this is, once again, my Bratz Boy for today, Mr. Cameron from the 2005 StepOff collection in her series, but he is from the 5th anniversary edition, not to be confused with the two Camerons that I have, one of which has a video on my channel here, from the regular non-5th anniversary edition collection in her series of StepOff. I really don't know what the other Bratz will be from that collection. I'm gonna have to look at behind that box as well, because apparently I was wrong. Apparently I was wrong. The fan page was wrong. I may have something that I'm not supposed that I shouldn't have, of course, because I did not know that I have Kate, Iten, Cameron, and Dylan. I thought it was Kobe. Okay, so I thought it was Kobe, but I guess not. I mean, the fan page says Kobe. So yeah, there he is. And like I said, a little bit of history from the Bratz Boys from back in these years. Like I said many times in my videos, these guys back in the day were a little bit better than what they are now. They were, of course, not perfect because of MGA and the Bratz. They were more interested in the Bratz girls, not the Bratz Boys. The money was actually to be made with the Bratz girls, and of course I understand that, so whatever. But even so, the Bratz Boys had a lot more than they do now. The boxes were better. There was a distinctive shape to the Bratz Boys boxes. It was some kind of triangular, squarish shape to it, the upside down or the other side kind of shape of triangular, squarish kind of shape. And the boxes were durable. They were really good. The plastic was really awesome. They were not skimping on anything. There was a lot of art on the box. There was a lot of picture-like art available. You pretty much had it all. The cardboard inside the box behind the Bratz Boy, holding the Bratz Boy doll, and the accessories, together, was very perfect. Even if you didn't take care of the box, it still kind of lasted a little bit more so than the boxes nowadays. These had pretty much everything in the very beginning. In the early 2000s, they were pretty much the best out there when it came to accessories, a doll, and anything else. I'm thinking that these were along the cheaper side of what you could obtain at retail, so these were maybe not too expensive as opposed to some of the other ones that I have, that I acquired as collector's items now, that could have gone maybe double what these were back then. Maybe the same price as my first 5 Bratz Boys, which was not that expensive. Other than that, the Bratz Boys had a lot more back then. So that's my point. My point is the Bratz Boys had a lot of stuff coming in the box. The box was in a better quality. There was a lot more to the Bratz Boy back then, early 2000s. And I am just very glad that I was able to purchase him. Not just because I kind of have like a font, like a kind of like a soft spot for Bratz Boys, but as opposed to now, they were just a very well designed, and they had so many things, like I said, in the box. Nowadays it's kind of disappointing. If you do get something that is quite as good as this, you're going to be spending double what you spent back then. Of course, it's been so many years, so of course you should be expecting to spend that much or more. But still, for the price that you would pay back then, you would get so much more than you get now, which is disappointing. That you would have to go to collector status to be able to get what you really want. I really hope that MGA kind of rethinks this, maybe, if they continue in market, which I doubt they kind of will, because they're pretty much just they're really, if they haven't been on their way out, they're pretty much on their way out anyway. The popularity for these is just non-existent ever now. Pretty much just maybe people like me who collect them. And but other than that, they were the greatest. They were the greatest. Their trendy little fashion was awesome. I loved everything about the Bratz Boys. I loved their hair. I loved their faces, the sizes of their bodies, the clothing they were wearing. It was very trendy for that time. What you see the Bratz Boy wearing, that's what usually people were wearing back then, the guys, or something similar, something like that. I'm just really, really into the style and the trend of the Bratz Boy. It's nostalgic for me. It brings back memories from the past, I guess. But it has it has everything in there. For a toy, it's just perfect. It's perfect, and I am so in love with the Bratz Boys. So, cutting that short and just showing you the back of the box one more time. This was the video of my 2005 StepOff collection in our series Bratz Boy Cameron, and this was the 5th anniversary edition. I don't really have for certain any of this information though, because I'm following a fandom page that was designed for the Bratz Boys online. What I noticed was that some of the information here, it doesn't really match up with the information on the box that I'm looking at right now. That for example, the Bratz Boys that are included for this series in our collection. So I may be wrong. So I'm definitely probably wrong. And whichever the case is, correct me, and then I'll add the correct information somewhere in the bio. But so yes, so to go back to the collectors or sellers or enthusiasts who are selling me these guys, I'm really, really, really happy. I'm extremely thrilled with you guys. The way you take care of your Bratz Boys is amazing. It's epic. I've never seen anything like it. My boxes don't look this good. Yes, they've got a little bit of wear and tear, some of them. They're not as glossy and as clear and as perfect, but they're way better than mine. Some of these, there is almost no damage. At least not comparable to mine. There's probably like a little bit of damage, like right there. That's one little bit of like pinch right there. That's one. And then of course I see another right here. Let me get closer. It looks like it's torn right there, like right there, a little bit. But mine look horrible. Mine look horrible, and I'm just like, wow, this is very close to mint, if you know what I'm saying. It just looks perfect. It looks amazing. And these collectors and resellers, thank you guys so much for selling me your Bratz Boys and for doing such a great hard work with them, keeping them close to mint condition. And then even more so when you send them to me packaged up perfectly well. There's bubble wrap all over, making sure the item doesn't bounce too much in the box. The box is large enough. There's fragile item stickers over the box. It's amazing. I cannot believe how amazing you are. My God. And that's why you guys have these amazing Bratz Boys to sell. So thank you very much, guys. And thank you guys who are watching this video, or anybody for watching it. And if you ever have a question, let me know. Or if you have a comment, drop a comment. But so this is pretty much it for this video of my Bratz Boy Cameron for the Collectioner series of StepOff, the 5th anniversary edition StepOff Collectioner series for Cameron. And now I am completely done with this Collectioner series because I've got 4 Bratz Boys that came along with it. So it's completed, it's done, and I believe all the videos are up. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to look into that to see if all the videos are up for those. But it looks like I'm done at least purchasing the 5th anniversary edition Collection Boys, Bratz Boys. And so I'm just really glad I was able to get him. I was so thrilled. I was excited when I saw him. The minute I opened the box, I was freaking out because I was like, oh my God, I have yet another Bratz Boy who's going to be part of one of my collections already. One of my ever-growing collections of Bratz Boys now. So I am totally in love, and I cannot believe it. And I could not wait to upload a video of him so you guys could see him. You guys could meet him. And I'm going to upload another video soon of another one of my Bratz Boys. And that was it for my video for today. The Bratz Boy for today I was going to introduce you to. And I guess we will see you next time when I'll introduce you to another one of my Bratz Boys in my ever-growing collection of Bratz Boys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you then.